Nothing to talk about today. I've never known that. The year and a half the channel's been going, apart from one thing. Just one thing. I've never ever known that before. Gone through all my sources. Can't find anything worth talking about. But Southport, that is. Back to Southport. It's in the news today. It's been in the news for the last, 3 days now. Horrific scenes. Was it on Monday? Yeah, it was on Monday when the children were killed. Many more still in a really, really bad way, and adults. Reading more about it today, and it all comes on the back of the riots last night. I've got a couple of thoughts. Firstly, I'm reading about the hero. Was it a window cleaner that went in trying to save folk? There was a businessman of about 63 that also went in, I believe. There's not been as much coverage on him. I think the ladies in there, the dance teacher and another lady, done the damages to save children. One of them's come round now. I hope she's going to be okay. Been stabbed multiple times trying to protect 2 kiddies. Just unbelievable, you know, the bravery of some people, unbelievable. And then probably bravery on a different scale yesterday evening. What's the lady's name? I better get the name right. She deserves that much. Jenny Stankham, young Jenny there. Jenny was a mother of one of the children who was senselessly killed on Monday, and she's come out saying, please, 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 no more violence. We don't need it. Southport doesn't need it. The police certainly don't need it. They've done nothing wrong. They've done nothing but good. They've tried to help us all that they can. They're nothing to do with this case. And I just think you're destroying the memory of the children that have been murdered. I'm going to say nothing else on the subject, she says. That's the only comments I'm going to make. And I thought, how admirable, when she must be grieving, as she no doubt is, she took time away to leave that message because she just wants it all to end. And I get that 100%. I mean, it's only a few days ago now that I posted a message or two about the Manchester airport, the melee there between the Asian guys and the police officers. And I posted the comments a little bit earlier than I should have done. I read more over the next couple of days and changed my view once and then changed it a little again, and I've got to now where I want to be. I made sure with this thing in Southport, and because of the tragic circumstances, I mean, we're talking loss of life here, that I did nothing to do with it on Monday until I knew more on Tuesday. Did a message last night? Yes, I did, but we knew more by then. It was only Monday night when it happened, I was seeing things on the internet that were saying, oh, the perpetrator is 17 years old, this is his name. I think it was a guy on the internet, Yami B, I think his name is. I think it's Yami B. Not somebody that I follow, and probably not somebody that I will be following. And he said, yeah, he's 17. He's an asylum seeker, recently come over. I think he said MI5 or MI6. Know all about him, and they watched him closely. And he's got mental health issues. Wrong, 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 wrong. He's from Rwandan parents. Born in Cardiff. Moved to the Merseyside area 11 years ago, and to his current house 3 years ago. MI5, MI6, I don't think they've any interest in whatsoever. I don't think he's got mental health issues. I don't think. Very, very quiet boy by all accounts, from a hard-working father, hard-working family. Then messages got out there. Now, some will have read the original saying it was somebody just come over and MI6. Some people will have seen that and thought, wait a minute, we need to react to this. But by the time those riots happened last night, everybody would have known that that isn't the case. The riots happened in Southport. Do we call them the far right? I think that's what they are. I'm so far removed from them, I don't know what they are or who they are. To my mind, they're just folk that want to ruck, like the old hooligan football fans from years ago. They want to fight. They ideally want to fight and bring down authority, and the easiest way, the first protocol, is the police. Heavily outnumbered them, hitting them with bricks, rocks, pulling down walls, wheelie bins, anything they could lay their hands on, they'd throw. Fireworks, the whole shooting match, anything. Injured loads of police officers, and you're thinking, why? I believe it was all near a mosque. They stoned in the mosque as well. Yeah, the young lad was of a different race, or his parents were, but as I say, he was born in this country. We knew nothing about him before the murders. He shouldn't have done it, obviously. What he's done is horrific. But why on earth injure 30 or 40 policemen? What have they done wrong? Why on earth have the rights to start with? I knew earlier yesterday that it wasn't the person that was originally on social media and the one that was on the YouTube. We knew earlier yesterday who it was. We don't know the name. We know a lot about the lad and about the family. Why did there have to be riots? Didn't have to be at all. It just completely, I nearly said pisses on, but it's not a term I use on there, but it pisses on the memory of them 3 kiddies. It really, really does. And for what? just to get in a bit of a fight and, you know, have a good night, sort of beating people up. Crazy. Many of them wearing masks as well, many of them cowards, throwing bricks over at defenceless officers. Just crazy. It's weird. Only 2 or 3 days ago, I'm decrying some Asian lads from beating up on the police. And many are saying that's really, really bad. Many on here are commenting that's awful. They shouldn't be beating the police up. Well, you know, if the boot fits, we have mainly white lads with the far right or far whatever they're called beating up on the police yesterday. But this time not with fists and feet, but with bricks and stones and anything else they said they could lay their hands on. Every bit as shameful, but in this case, on the back of murders, of killings, senseless killings. It just isn't needed. It wasn't needed. Let's hope it ends. It's just really, really sad. But what was the lady's name again? I forgot. Was it Jenny? I think it was. Jenny Stankham. Brilliant of you, love, to come forward and say that. Just so sad that you've lost children, all of you. Really, really sad. Hope it calms down in Southport. It's a nice place with nice people. They don't deserve what was brought on their town on Monday. They certainly don't deserve what was brought on it last night. I mean, there's people living down those streets that have had the walls ripped apart and things from the gardens and so on and so forth. Who pays for all that? I know the money doesn't matter, but it does to the families in this day and age when they've got nothing. I mean, what thugs to rip people's walls down and throw the walls at the police and then just leave it for councils and whatever to clear it up and then leave it for the residents to pay to put right? Crazy. We live in a weird country sometimes. We really, really do. Very, very sad.